Okay, it's time to do the reading order on this page and page 1 here. And before we move on from that, I'm going to point out here that in the section tag for page 1, all of our content for page 1, there is an empty paragraph tag. I somehow missed, so I will go ahead and delete that. And we will save. And we're going to go over on the Z button here for reading order. I'm going to go ahead and close up. Well, I can leave that open. Keeps the tags highlighted if nothing else. And we're going to check here the reading order for this page. And we know that there's some issues early in up here. Number 1 being no, 2 being its form field. That is wrong. 4 down here should be number 1. And it has the title above. A lot of times when I'm doing, if I have to adjust a reading order, actually most of the time, unless I don't have any real choice, I grab stuff from the bottom and I move it up as opposed to move stuff down. The reason why it just seems more stable that way, I've had it crash a lot more times that I have tried to move stuff top down than from bottom up. So let's go ahead. Nope, we've got it saved. Okay. And the first thing is the image that's number 4 right here. Move that up to the top. Just click it and drag it to the top like that. The line indicates where it'll drop it. And there's our number 1. Number 2 should be this heading employee remote work arrangement. It shows it at number 4. There it is. That should move up to 2. So now we've got 1, 2. The paragraph at number 5 should be 3. Drag it up and drop it. 1, 2, 3. And now we've got the no, the field. Okay. But that still isn't first. Actually, 6 should come first. So 6 should be number 4. 3, 4, 5. 6 should be the yes question, which weirdly has moved all the way up to number 1. And we're not seeing the yes there as if it has untagged it. So I'm going to save here. We're going to pop back over to tags. It may be that I just didn't grab it on there earlier, though I swear I did, but sometimes this happens. I'm going to select that, click text paragraph, and it shows it now grabbed. And I'm looking here, H2 list. Doesn't look like it's broken our list, so that's good. Save. Go back over to reading order. We're going to want to check the tag actually for that yes, and we might as well just do that now. It occurs in the list. It occurs in the first list item. And it's a line that says this optional. That's actually a paragraph that doesn't occur in the list. So as we're fixing the reading order, it's doing strange things to the tags. That isn't unusual at all. So we're going to go back over to reading order, and we're going to fix the reading order, and then we're going to pop back over to the tags. That's kind of part of the reading order. The complexity of the document is basically giving it issues. It has moved the second form field here to 1 for some reason. So we want to grab 2, 3, and 4, and 5 as a group. And we want to move those all above that. And 3, 4, 5, it is still giving us images on that. 3, 4, 5, grab those. There we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, 6 should be above the 4 there. Go ahead and save. One, 2, 3, 4. And It looks like it's including it all as one. That's fine. All in Kansas remote work. It has the field before the yes. We want the yes first, like that. And it pops that yes up again. So we're going to look here. Yes and yeses field are actually occurring first. We don't want that. 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, need to be moved up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. 9 is that one. DF no. 10 is the field. And it looks like it is taking the request out. It may be included in the tag. We'll look over in tags later and see if it's there. 11, 12 is right. 13, 14 is right. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 26. The heading 28, 29 is right. 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. That's all right. Next topic, 42, 43. The thing it's doing here is it has to read this text before the form field. That's probably what's causing all of its issues here, is it doesn't understand the structure. So we have to make it fit in a way that it does understand. Non-exempt, the text before the field. So we're doing all right down here, as we can see. 58 is there. 59 is the paragraph, and 60 is the field. Probably includes this text here in it. Okay, so we're going to save. We're going to go back on our tags here and see if everything's normal. We have a paragraph tag here with remote work arrangements. That's right. We have the paragraph for the inline. That's right. And the form field underneath it. Yes, that's good. We're going to go to our first list, and I want to open this up to make sure when you start messing with stuff with lists, a lot of times that can cause problems. And we can see that it's done something weird. Our first list item has an empty list item tag within it, and that's wrong. Okay, here, figure. It's basically reorganized the tags in a really strange way here. So we're going to have to reorganize them to make them fit. This is the challenge of reading orders with lists. And this is not a simple list. This is a list that has a lot of elements inside of it. The more complicated something is, the harder it is to get it to remediate for accessibility. So to some degree, we're reorganizing here to make the page work. Figure, we're going to cut that. It needs to be subset in the section. Oh, and it looks like it has a bunch of stuff in it. Possibly. No, it's all right. I'll select the section, right click, paste child. There's the figure. Next should be employee remote work arrangement and the optional. These two paragraphs have for some reason been put inside the list. They're not. So we need to find those two items. The number 2 item, there's an empty list item tag. We'll get rid of that. There's our heading 1. We're going to cut it. That's our title. Go to the figure, right click, paste. So figure title is right. Now we need to find the 3 paragraph that needs to go under the heading 1. Right click. Let's make sure nothing else is embedded in it. No. Cut. Heading 1. Paste. Okay. 2, 3. Good. 4 is this line here. List item. We've lost our list label, or it's done something strange with it. So we're going to have to find it in here. And there we go. List label, list body right there. So basically it's trying to rearrange it, and it just kept setting it deeper and deeper in the list. So really what we need to do here is I can grab these 2 items like this, and I can cut them. I'm going to go to the list item, parent thing here, right click, paste child. That gives us our organization. We're going to open these. The label is the 1. The statement is the L body. Is this request? Okay. And that brings us to what looks like the form fields have moved around a bit. Nope, that's a right order. So is this request should be where it is. We need to find the yes. There it is, hiding in a paragraph tag because we had to reparagraph it. Cut, drop here, and paste it. So it's under there in consecutive order. Yes, and now we need the form field that goes with it. It tucked it in an L body. There it is. And I'm going to select the form, cut it, right click is this request and paste. And now we need the no. Well, actually, it didn't move it in the right place quite. Moved it above. So I'm going to select the form like this, cut, select the yes, because the form field comes after the yes, as we can see here. Right click and paste. There we go. That brings that one part. Now we need the no. So I'll close the form because the no needs to be parallel with that. And where is the no hiding? Let's go find it here. It's hiding here in this L body. Okay. There's no, and there's the form that goes with no. So I'm going to use my shift click trick to select both, cut, select the form above it, and I'm going to paste it right after that. So that's the L body for that. And as for the second L body, let's see what we're made of. We have 2 empty tags there we can delete. And we have an empty list item tag we can also delete. Brings us to an L body that is actually paragraph text that comes after the form. So I'm going to select that, right click, cut, select the form that ends the no, right click, paste. Leaves us with 2 empty L body tags that we can delete. So basically, label 1, that's our list item 1. We had to completely rebuild it. And it looks like 3, 4, 5 is this. 5 is probably denoting that. We need to go look at the order again. List. Showing it a bit oddly, so I want to make sure that that's what it's supposed to be doing. Because sometimes if tags are consecutive, it won't give separate numbers for them. Is this request? Yes. Okay, yes is tagged because it has the content item there. Form, no form. You want to check stuff like that because it's not saying it has a tag there, but it actually does. We can see the tag there and the one over here. So it can be a bit confusing when it gets too complex. I'm going to go ahead and save and close up this list item. Let's look at the next one. And I imagine we're not going to have a lot of problems with the others. 2 and new request. That looks right. Extension of form and form. These ones all had their numbers. Pretty clean when we went through the reading order, so it's okay. Let's close that item. Last line. Label and body. Regular form. Yeah. Just always double check if it starts popping things out of the structure you gave it. Okay, so we're going to continue down. Next heading 2. We have this list down here. Let's open it up. Still looks nice and neat, and the reading order there was fine. Heading 2 here. Paragraph with form like we had earlier. Okay. We're going to pop back over to the reading order tab and do one more check. 1, 2, 3, right, 4, 5, and 6. And it's doing those as groups. We know because they're in the tags, so they're okay. 8, 9, We want to check that new request item there. So I'm going to go back over on the tags. We talked about that a little bit earlier. That is item 2. This one. Label's okay. New request is tagged. So we made sure on that one. And we'll close that up. And we'll just continue. 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay. And it looks like everything else now that we've done that. For page 1 is nice and neat. So do we need to save again? Nope, we're on the previous save still. So we're ready to start working on tags on page 2.